What's up guys, Dan here. I'm in Canada right now and the sun just came out. Check out this mountain right here. Look at that, that's Mount Rundle right here. And then down there, that is the town of Banff. And if you haven't been here, you really should get out here. As soon as you're making some passive income, you should really get out here because it is just absolutely incredible. So today I wanted to make a video on the best quotes and lessons that I've learned personally from millions and billionaires by reading, so many books, by reading so many biographies. And I think this would be of massive value to you guys because just listening to the words of millionaires and billionaires, especially as an aspiring entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur just starting out, right? Or someone that's maybe, in the middle of their entrepreneurial journey, is already making some money, is already making some passive income, is already running a business. I think listening to the wise lessons and words of millionaires and billionaires would help you out so much. Now, the best way to learn from millionaires and billionaires is definitely reading books. Reading books has helped me out so much. And I can definitely say it was one of the main factors in me achieving this massive success at the age of 22, being able to live the life of my dreams, being able to be out here right now and doing this, right, as my career, as my job, right, becoming a YouTuber, becoming an influencer, and also building an extremely profitable Amazon FBA business. And I'm extremely grateful for the fact that I can do this, which is my passion of helping people wake up to their entrepreneurial calling and make multiple 7 figures a year while doing it. All right, and I want this for every single one of you. I want you guys to become entrepreneurs, and I want you guys to really, put your strengths out there into the world through building an online passive income business, whether it's through Amazon FBA or affiliate marketing or Shopify. And also, if you guys are into that, maybe creating a personal brand, right? Sharing your story, sharing your journey. And in that way, you're gonna help so many people because every single one of you has your individual strengths. So like I said, reading books will let you learn the lessons of millionaires and billionaires. And hopefully in this video, you guys are gonna learn a few of them that I found super useful in my journey. All right, so the very first quote is by Elon Musk, okay? And it's extremely simple. It's never take shit from anybody. Okay, and the reason why I love this quote, actually this quote is from his biography written by Ashley Vance, just called Elon Musk, right? If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend reading this book. The reason I recommend reading biographies is because it allows you to see that achieving anything in your life is actually extremely attainable, right? Because you can literally read, exactly how Elon Musk started, right? Exactly how he rose up. He started from nothing, basically, right? And then he built these incredible companies, SpaceX, Tesla. It really allows you to relate to them. And it really allows you to see that, hey, it's possible for every single person out there with enough drive, with enough effort, and with enough commitment. So the reason I like this quote so much is because I stand by it. I've actually stood by it, all the time, ever since I started YouTube, ever since I started entrepreneurship. And for, many years now, I never took shit from anybody because people are always going to try to shut down good, okay? If you've noticed out there, most people are negative. And to become a successful entrepreneur, you've got to be positive. There's just no other way, right? And that's why you can never take shit from anybody, especially people that are trying to give you bad advice, people that are trying to give you advice that are not in a situation that you'd like to be in, okay? Whenever people try to give you advice or whenever people are giving you shit, just ask yourself whether they are in the situation that you'd like to be in. If they're not where you want to be, then just nod your head and then throw their advice right into the garbage. So trust me, if you're watching this video, if you're embarking on your entrepreneurial journey, you've got to learn to never take shit from anybody, okay? Nobody. All right, you have to have incredible self-confidence in yourself. You really have to believe that there's something out there that's so much better for you. And, you really have to believe that you're able to become this leader, right? And you're able to really rise up in society, okay? So trust me, these might be the wisest words you've ever heard. Never take shit from anybody, okay? And that's why Elon Musk got where he got. And that's why I got where I got. And that's why every single successful entrepreneur got where they got. Because every single entrepreneur, and you will encounter this too, you will encounter heavy criticism. It's like the bucket of crabs analogy, right? Basically, the crabs at the bottom, if there's a bunch of crabs in a bucket, the crabs at the bottom are always going to try to pull the one trying to get out of the bucket. They're always going to try to pull them down because that's the comfort zone, okay? And they're always just trying to get them, they're always just trying to pull them back down. You got to stop letting people pull you down and never take shit from anybody. Now, quote number 2, and this one was written in Poor Charlie's Almanac. This book is actually about $120, but it's incredibly worth it. It's written by Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man and billionaire. And this quote is, "The only life worth living is one dedicated to good outcomes not physically seen." As an entrepreneur or just an individual striving for more out of your life, you've got to be able to pull great outcomes out of the unseen. Okay, so basically you've got to make what's not in the physical world, you've got to take that and bring it to the physical world. So whatever you want to create, whether it's a successful online business, anything, okay, first you imagine it up here and you visualize it up here, which is obviously not in the physical world, and you've got to take it out of the non-physical and bring it into the physical world. Now the next quote is by Buddha. Everybody knows Buddha. He's an incredibly famous spiritual leader, ancient spiritual leader. And now this quote is, "All that we are is the result of all that we have thought." And now this quote, I read it in The Key to Living the Law of Attraction, one of my favorite books by Jack Canfield. And Jack is a famous author talking about the law of attraction, talking about success principles. So I read it in this book, this quote by Buddha, and Jack used this quote in his book to describe the law of attraction. So all your past thoughts have led you to your present, and all your present thoughts are going to lead you to your future. All right, so you've got to remember that everything you think comes into reality, everything. So you've got to make sure you're thinking positively and you're always visualizing where you want to be as if you've already achieved it. Because if you're visualizing it in that way, you're actually fooling your subconscious, you're programming your subconscious to basically make you take the actions required to get you to that spot, to get you to that place where you want to be. And it's almost going to feel like it's on autopilot. Every single thing I've done up until today, right, has been from goals that I've set and has been from visualizations, intense images in my head of where I want it to be. And it's exactly where I want to be right now. And all the work that I've done so far, I don't even consider it work, because for me, obviously it's, passionate work, but it's all been on autopilot, right? Because when you're actually heading somewhere you want to go, it doesn't feel like work, because it's going to get you to such an amazing place. Now, the next quote is by Richard Branson, and he said, "If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small." I read this one at the beginning of Alex Becker's book, The 10 Pillars of Wealth. And this quote is so incredible, because your dreams really have to scare you. Because, whatever you dream about, whatever you ask of life, you will receive, because you're obviously always going to be thinking about it, okay? And there's a famous quote, it's like, whatever wage I would have asked of life, I would have received. And that's what a lot of people realize at the end of their lives. So make sure that you choose wisely, and make sure that you dream big, and really set incredibly high goals that really scare you. Like a lot of my goals right now, I've actually, set them in a certain way where a lot of them really scare me, right? But I know that I'll get there, but it's like, I don't even know how yet, I don't know kind of, the exact kind of way, the exact steps, but I just know that I'll get there. And it kind of scares me because it's just absolutely insane what you can accomplish in a lifetime. So if your dreams don't scare you, you've got to get bigger dreams. Now, this quote is truly amazing. It's by one of my all-time idols, and I actually met him the other day at Gold's Gym Venice Beach in LA. And it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Obviously, everybody knows Arnold, famous actor, famous bodybuilder, probably the most famous bodybuilder in the world, ex-governor of California. And his quote is, "Picture life as a whole mountain range of fantastic challenges." Now, obviously it's incredibly relevant, because right now, I'm literally standing right here at this view of this absolutely incredible mountain range right here in Canada. Now, you can really look at this, and every single one of these peaks is a challenge, and that's how life is. It never stops, okay? Until your death, you're gonna keep going up, and one of the biggest misconceptions that people have is that the challenges will stop one day, that one day you're gonna get somewhere, and that's it, you're just gonna settle down and life's gonna be perfect. It's just not that way. Imagine going to the gym, right? If you work, let's say 3 years, going to the gym regularly, eating, all the right foods, right? If you go for 3 years and now you've achieved the perfect physique, you can't just say, okay, I'm done, for the rest of my life, I've got the perfect physique, no more challenges, right? Because your body, after 6 months, after a year, is eventually going to revert back to where you started, right? Because what you don't use, you lose. So picture life as a whole fantastic range of amazing challenges, and your life's going to be absolutely great, and it's going to be incredibly fulfilling, it's going to be epic. Now, the next one I read in a book called Startup by David Gilmour. It's this billionaire, his name is David Gilmour, it's his autobiography, and he's actually the founder of Fiji Water. So he created, he's a Canadian, actually from my hometown. And so in his book, he included this amazing quote by Winston Churchill. Okay, and if you don't know Winston Churchill, he was the leader of Great Britain and the UK during World War II, which, he led them to victory, right? And his quote was, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm." And certainly for Winston Churchill, right, in World War II, right, everybody was getting destroyed by the Germans at the beginning, right? And there was just failure. If they would have given up, right, especially, Winston Churchill, if he would have given up, he would not have won the war alongside the Allies, right? That's just an example. But, you can apply this to entrepreneurship so well, because in entrepreneurship, you will experience failure. Your success is linearly and directly correlated to how well you deal with failure, how well you can overcome failure, how well you can learn from failure, and how well you can basically, build success out of failure. Now, the next quote is by Jim Rohn. I absolutely love Jim Rohn. He's a famous motivational speaker and author, and his quote is, "The only limit placed on our abilities is our inability to easily recognize and see our unlimited nature." All right, our nature is unlimited. Like I said, you can achieve anything you want in your life, right? Not everything, but anything you want, right? And it's unlimited, just like these mountains. As you can see, it's just so incredibly vast, guys. You guys really got to get out to some, incredible landscapes. It really makes you think. Why do you think, people like Elon Musk want to get into space? Because it's unlimited, right? It's correlated with unlimited. Because as humans, we have unlimited nature, right? The past, the present, the future is, of our own creation. So another amazing quote that I truly love. Now the next quote is by Charlie Munger, the billionaire. As you can see, he's a very wise man, and he said, at the end of the day, most people get what they deserve. To get what you want, you've got to deserve what you want. And I stand by this one so much because people just expect, whenever they're starting a business, they expect that with 1 hour of work or with 2 hours of work, right, they have to get paid right away, or they have to see the result or the reward right away, right? Or they expect that maybe by helping a couple people or by creating some really not that significant contribution, to the world, right? When you're building an online business or any kind of business, you're really contributing to the world and you're contributing your value to the world, right? So a lot of people make the mistake of assuming that, the value that they're contributing is really a lot higher than they are, or they're not putting much work and effort into it. Usually that's the case. And so they complain and they just basically give up, right? And it's because they didn't deserve what they want. Trust me, if you put in enough work and if you really believe in yourself, if you can really stand one day at the top of a mountain of challenges and you can tell yourself, hey, I've done everything I could today, today or this week, I've done everything I could to move myself forward to my goals, then you will, get what you want because you deserve it, right? So you've got to deserve what you want. And now the last and final quote is by Richard Branson, and he's the billionaire, founder of Virgin Airlines. And so I should have probably mentioned that earlier in this video because we already used a lot of his quotes. But he says, just do it, just start. The beginning is the most important part of any work. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with that first step, and in the end, you will make it. All right, and this quote is so incredibly powerful, and there's obviously a reason why I left it for last, because you really have to start, okay? Wherever you are today, do not postpone things, just start today, because you've got everything you need to start. And slowly as you progress, right, as the way unfolds, right, you will have access to better tools, you'll have access to better resources to get you closer to your goals and faster. All right, you'll meet the right people, you have the correct tools, you'll have the correct knowledge. All right, so just start. Just start today, whether it's Amazon FBA, whether it's Shopify, whether it's affiliate marketing, whether it's that YouTube channel you've been waiting for, just start today. Because trust me, you'll be looking back, right, in a year or 2 years, and you'll tell yourself that it was the best decision you've ever made, as long as you never gave up. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys really, really enjoyed this video. Hope you guys can see the incredible value, out of these lessons, out of these quotes. Now it's time for our daily $100 PayPal giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave the video a like, and leave a comment down below. And I'm gonna choose the most interesting, the most valuable, or the funniest comment, all right? And I'm gonna send $100 straight to your PayPal account, all right? So subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment, and leave a like on the video, and you might win $100 on PayPal. Hope you win. Also, if you want to get mentored by me daily, if you want to get access to the best lessons, some of the best books that I'm reading right now that are, greatly contributing to my entrepreneurial journey and to me reaching my goals, and stuff that I'm sure will help you reach your goals faster, go ahead and sign up to my daily millionaire mentorship email list, and the link for that is right down below, completely free. And I'm also doing $100 PayPal giveaways right in there. And of course, if you guys are interested in a complete step-by-step blueprint to make 6 and 7 figures a year on Amazon FBA, the link for that is below. Getting a ton of student success as well from the Amazon Freedom course after they've gone through my course and mentorship. Probably going to be recording a couple more student interviews in the coming days and weeks, so stay tuned for that. And you guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Wherever you are out there, kill it. Life's great. I'll see you guys soon.